time to go to the match.
Yeah.
And we will have time to talk about that.
So who do we have in this match tonight? I keep calling it tonight. Oh, actually, yeah, that's going to be tonight. Okay, so on the right side we got Marc Vogt, winner of the last GP Bologna in 2019, and on the left side that's
and he also finalist of the last
4 seasons. Yeah, Marc. I keep saying Marc is one of the best 3 Legacy players I've ever known. I've known him for like forever. And on the left side we got what's it called? What's his name?
Goncalves.
Oh wow, is that Spanish? We don't get the full name here, but this seems to be Portuguese. Oh, dude, I would love to go to Portugal. This is like one of the last countries in Europe I haven't visited yet. I want to see it. So, and he's playing Black Red Reanimator. So, what do you think the matchup is going to be like for Marc's 4-color Uro against Reanimator?
Yeah, you know, every time you're going to see a Reanimator deck, the first game heavily depends on his hand, because you are not always able to keep a hand with a lot of force of will or stuff like that. So a really fast combo can close the game super fast. But I mean, the sideboard game are more interesting.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we just saw Marc beat Rodrigo Torres in the previous round, and he didn't really have a lot of time to like scout the top tables, right? That's not really something that has happened yet, I would guess. So Marc might have not kept like a hand with like endurance, like force of will. Those are the main ways to combat this. But I would guess, what's his first name, by the way? Can we find that out? Goncalves? I would love to hear the first name here. We're going to go straight into it, right? Dark Ritual. We will get Entomb, and that's probably going to get like a Reanimate on... Is it going to be Arcan? I want to say Arcan. Yeah, Griselbrand as well. The thing about Griselbrand, I would always go for Griselbrand, but I see these guys go for Reanimator so often. Yeah, for Arcan. I mean, it's a decent card, but I want the extra cards, right? Even if we go down to like very, very low. And we got the name here from our awesome producer. He's called Marco. Okay, so we got Marco against Marc. Oh god, that's not going to be weird at all. Marco against Marc. We'll work it out. Marco going here for... Is that Griselbrand? Looks to be, right?
Yeah, I think it's the best creature to take.
Yeah.
When in doubt, try to win the game.
Yeah, I have got to remember that. See, that's why I'm 1-3. I didn't do that. You should have told me beforehand. I went for like dungeons and initiative and monarch. Like, no, just go ahead with the game tune in. That's how it works. Okay. Oh, we even have Exhume. Yeah, Exhume makes Griselbrand all the better, right? Because they're not even gonna lose life. Yeah. So of course, if Marc has like the endurance here, he gets the total blowout, right? He gets the endurance into the game,
but unfortunately, for him, Griselbrand joined the party.
Yeah. Big Daddy Griselbrand is here. Like, that card really needs an old frame printing. Like, this card has just like old frame, like all over it.
You like it? You like the old frame?
Yeah, dude. The first display I ever bought was time shifted remastered, because you could get like that. I've been playing the game for like 20 years or something. First display I ever bought, time shifted remastered, because of the old frame. I'm very much into the old frame. And we are gonna draw like an extra 7 here. You know, I almost wonder whether Marc is just gonna scoop this up, right? Not show what he's playing. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go straight into game 2.
Yeah,
both teams played hard.
Nothing special from both sides. Reanimator did what he needs to do, and now we will see if Marc will be able to keep up with the explosion aggressivity of Reanimator. As you said, Marc, it's a really strong player, and he played infinite time against this deck, because it's an old archetype from Legacy, so every old player.
Yeah, I would expect it to go that way, right? That Marc often like loses the first game. He's like rather disadvantaged, especially because of the information disadvantage, and then he needs to really make up for it in the sideboard. On the other hand, like, I would even say like his deck is okay set up. Like, you have like 6 forces, you got 4 endurances, and then you're gonna get some extra stuff from the sideboard. I wonder whether he's gonna bring in some like hydroblasts or blue elemental blasts to fight over. What do we have? Like, I guess Faithless Looting. Is that pretty much everything?
Yeah, it depends on how many cards you want to take off from the main deck.
So let's see. I got a stack list here, and you could bring in something from the sideboard. Torpor doesn't really do anything. Meltdown, no. Pyroblast, no. Carpets, no. Actually, we might see almost no changes for Marc, right?
Only probably one Containment Priest.
Yeah, that's a big one.
One Containment Priest and double Blue Elemental Blast, probably.
Yeah, and then you take out something like, I don't know how good Dress Down is really gonna be. Yeah, we will see. We are trying to figure this out. Like Marc knows what he's doing.
He got three
Blue Blasts,
blast effect and one Containment Priest, basically.
You know what I want to see? If you haven't seen it yet, Marc is playing the Mask Block All-Star Thwart. And for those who don't know, you can like return 3 islands to your hand to counter any spell. He recently played it like in a regional tournament in the Etc. and Freising, and I saw it, I was like, Marc, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, yeah, I think that's actually good, because he's even playing, I think, 2 Mystic Sanctuaries. Yeah. So the ultimate value play is like you bounce 2 Mystic Sanctuaries.
You counter one of your opponent's spell and then put it into the top with the first one or
something like that. Yeah. And I mean, with Uro, that's actually kind of cool, because it's like build your own exploration, right? So you keep like, you don't fall that far behind on land drops, you even like get to make something of the extra land drops you get from Uro. So I'm excited for the card. And I just like, I want to see any of those cards from Mask Block, because Mask Block is probably the visual most appealing block to me. It's my favorite one to look at. not so much to play with. Okay, so Marc is going to take the play for sure. I wonder, like, how much interaction do you want to keep? Like, Marc is probably like going to be happy to keep a hand that has like something to do, because like the one of the problematic things about control decks is you need interaction, but then you also need to follow it up, right? Otherwise, like the other guy is just going to run you out of control of like cards. So I think Marc is going to be happy if he has something like a 7 library, because Reanimator can't really punish the life loss all that much really. So if Marc has like interaction plus 7 library, that's like, keep me, like, I'm going to go for that for sure.
Yeah, for the second game for sure. The game I fear the most is the third one, because Reanimator will be on the play, so every time I face this kind of matchup, I want to see in my end at least a double interaction in order to counter their Unmask or Breathe or something like this. But in the second game, I feel I agree with you. One is enough, and if you have some kind of follow-up, you're fine.
Okay, this looks like the ultimate mid-range hand. We see Minskin Blue. Was that a surgical?
No, I think it's an altered.
Oh yeah, Marc's deck completely altered.
Sanctuary, probably, if I remember.
Tropical Island, I think it was.
He's altered from the last tournament.
Yeah, he's got pretty much almost everything. You also saw his forces, right? His forces are altered to like all the chins. Yeah, that's amazing. So there's one. Actually, Ponder, Brainstorm. He might actually send this back, right? I don't see any kind of interaction. Maybe I guess he could try to Ponder for it, but yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, he keeps and doesn't Ponder, so he's intending to like.
He got a force? No.
I thought I saw a force, but there wasn't.
Yeah.
No, that's a Brainstorm. I thought.
No,
Oh, that's the altered one.
No, the Egyptian.
Oh my God! No. He's not playing those. He used to play those. I thought so too. Yeah.
So that's a Containment Priest.
It could be a Containment Priest. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, that's another one of those Egyptian god cards. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I guess the idea here is to brainstorm in response to the Unmask. Right?
Just to hide.
Yeah,
it's a Containment Priest.
And you also get the upside of maybe you find a Force of Will or something, but that's probably going to be taken away. Okay.
Yeah, but the white mana, it's pretty strong.
Yeah. Definitely. More mid-range stuff.
So he's going to hide for sure.
You would take Containment Priest to the top right, and then something else. He has the Tundra, that's perfect. And what do you see? What do we see on Marco's side? We see another Badlands, couple lands.
Exhume, I think.
Exhume, okay.
Dark Ritual, the last one.
Ooh.
Dark Ritual.
Okay, so what do you take? We get a bunch of lands, Minskin Blue, and Expressive Iteration.
I think Expressive Iteration will be my call.
Yeah, especially since it's like 2 Minskin Blue even, right?
And if I were in Marc's shoes, I would like to win before Minskin Blue comes into play, so I'm not even considering it. It's only a pitch for Endurance, because I'm expecting that from my opponent.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call. Yeah, definitely. So it's actually kind of interesting. Like, if I was Marco, I would almost like think that Marc doesn't have Endurance or something, because otherwise he... it's kind of hard to tell, really. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. The idea of like taking the only green card, if there was only one green card, would be like quite interesting. So Marc would be like, oh, you take my only green card, then I have Expressive Iteration. But Marc is even showing him that he has 2 green cards. Yeah, I'm reading too much into it. Like, we're just gonna see something on the main phase here, and if this is gonna be Dark Ritual, oh, dude. And Marc is dying on side if this is Dark Ritual. This must hurt so much. Sorry, Marc. But Marco must be really happy, right? He has perfect information. He knows that he can go for it, and he knows that it's gonna work. Yeah. He's even like, okay, scooping it up. Pretty quick match.
Really quick.
Marc got to take like one turn over the entire match.
Yeah.